questions. Mark Coleman.
Okay, so that move you hit on AB, that looked very calculated. Is that something you've practiced before?
Yeah, so when I was younger, like in high school, I'd kind of mess around with it, just kind of in the single position, like grabbing their bottom leg and rolling through and just kind of extending the position. But there I was kind of able to hold him on his back. So I've definitely hit it before. It's been a while, but yeah.
Where did you learn to do that? Like, I just don't think I've seen that before.
I think I just picked it up wrestling live. I don't think it was like anyone really showed me. It's just kind of something I picked up on my own.
So like when you're in a position like that, like what are you feeling for when you want to go hit that?
Kind of his butt being high, like kind of bent over when he's in on a single leg, so I can roll him through. Makes it easier to roll him through.
And how often do you catch them on their back?
The last time I hit it was Big 12's. I want to say maybe my sophomore year, and I pinned the guy I was wrestling. So
Okay.
yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah,
normal.
pretty often.
Okay. What that weekend is? I know it's been a while since New Orleans, but now I guess that you've taken time to like kind of step back and really look at the performance. What's the overall evaluation of how you feel like you wrestled?
I was proud how I came back because I kind of started off slow out of the gate. Didn't have the best match, but I was able to just wipe it away and start new after that match. So I'm pretty happy with the last two matches, but I also got things to improve on from that first one. So
yeah, when you take a loss like that, but you've got other opportunities coming up, or at least more opportunities, how do you go about flushing it?
I don't know. I just try not to weigh into it too much. Not get too high or too low. Because I do have more opportunities ahead. I have two more chances to kind of redeem that loss. So yeah.
How did it? I know you previously wrestled 97, but being in 84 the last couple of years, and then wrestling at 97 pounder, what did that feel like against Cornell?
Oh, dude was pretty big. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of warming up. I was eyeing him like, yeah, he's pretty big, but I got out there and just kind of did my thing. I felt good out there. So
yeah, when you go out and like, I don't know, I had a coach tell me one time. He was Willie Miklas.
Yep.
You got to almost relearn how to wrestle when you jump to different weights at the D1 level.
Yeah.
And you're somebody who's done that. Like, one, I guess, like, is that true? And two, how does that change your approach when dressers like, yeah, we're going to bump you for this one duel?
Yeah, I knew if I was going to get on my offense, I didn't want to get caught under him, because he had a 13-pound weight advantage, So I was kind of, leaning towards, all right, I want to scramble with this guy, When I was wrestling at 97, my best wrestling came from scrambling. So that's kind of my game plan, and just to ride really tough.
Yeah.
Kind of take it out of him a little bit, get him tired.
Yeah. When did you feel that, you felt like you were in a pretty good position there on top? Because obviously you got the right time points.
Yeah, he just chose down in the second period, and I looked over my coaches, and they just said hold him down. So I was just try my best to wear him out. Yeah.
What do you feel you've learned about yourself in like the hypothetical first half of the season?
I can wrestle with anyone. I just got to believe in myself and go out there and let it fly. My best wrestling comes from scrambles and just getting in a bunch of different positions. So doing that is, I think, going to be key going forward this season.
What did it mean to you to earn NCAA Wrestler of the Week and Big 12 Wrestler of the Week?
It was cool. I never had either of them, so it was pretty exciting. Yeah.
Because you're always pretty fundamental. Like, how do you balance we need to scramble a little bit and create wrestling positions with, okay, I need to hold position and, still defend well and, be fundamental with my attacks?
Yeah, so I think just being solid first, just having your solid fundamentals, but, there's comes a time and a place where you need to scramble. So just kind of identifying those, especially when people enter on my legs, I feel like that's an area I've gotten a lot better in past few years. So, yeah.
The dresser said that he's holding you back from competing this week.
Yep.
He called you old.
Yeah, he's not wrong. I've been here for a while, so.
Well, I guess that kind of leads to how much does a break like this, like break in air quotes, right? Help someone like you who's been through, a college wrestling season, obviously 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, I think it gives me a chance to just kind of train, which is good, get better at what I want to, and, have me feeling good, because sometimes making weight could be a little wear on your body. It's not crazy hard for me, but it's just kind of good to, get a week or two off, just focus on training, making sure you're eating good, doing all the little things good. So.
Is there anything specific you're open to just improve on a little bit as you, train through these next couple weeks?
Yeah, I think I can hand fight better and get to my leg attacks. If I'm looking back at all those matches this past couple weeks or past weekend, I didn't get to a leg very much. So that's something I'm kind of making a mental note of.
Marcus.
Sweet. Thanks, guys.